Down the back.
Our pleasure to introduce to you your 2019 Trail 100 champion, presented by La Sportiva, Magda Boulet.
I was born and raised in Poland, very, very close to Krakow. My dad decided to leave Poland when Poland was still communist to look for opportunities elsewhere to provide us with a better future. Part of me was disappointed, sad, angry at the same time because I was expected to leave everything behind. It's a lot of unknown. So I actually grew up swimming. It's what I was introduced to by my father, who was a swimmer and a sailor. So I grew up in the water from very, very early. So naturally, when I was in high school, to make friends, I figured just go out for the swim team. But it wasn't as easy to make friends when everyone is swimming with their head down. And then one day I got invited to show up to cross country. And immediately I just thought, wow, it's gonna be a lot easier to talk to people. First day, first run, I showed up with high tops, basketball shoes, because that's all I had. And I went for a run in a group with, a bunch of girls. And I had the best time of my life. And it wasn't, just because it was a social environment, but it's just a feeling that I had deep inside that it made me feel happy and it made me feel alive. And I kind of just knew in that moment that this is exactly what I was meant to do, and I need to come back and do a little bit more of it.
If we start here to, did you say echo?
Like 10:30 p.m. Tahoe City.
Tahoe City. That's
And then
best case scenario.
3:30 a.m.
This October, I'm going to embark on a journey on the Tahoe Rim Trail. It's a pretty challenging event for me because I have never run for that long. But I'm also trying to go faster than anyone has so far on that route, which is doing it under 1 day and 23 hours. It's a supported attempt, so I'm gonna have a lot of awesome people who are in my life supporting me. It's just, time spent with friends running on an incredible trail.
Enjoy the sunrise.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see you soon. Yeah.
Right. Brian's
45 seconds. 10. No. Where we gotta touch something.
Yeah.
Like that big rock over there.
Right there, right there.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Sorry. I just gave it to Johnny. I'm gonna give it to Richie later.
Okay.
Ciao.
The Tahoe Rim Trail is really, really special to me. Ever since I started running marathons, which was a while ago, this was my go-to place to prepare for big events. I spent many summers training on different sections on that course, but have never really done in a continuous manner. It's the first place I went to when I dropped out of the Olympics. When you think of where should I go and hide or where should I go and process. But it's also a place where I go to spend my time with my family. It is my go-to place to feel alive.
That was the best section ever, you guys! Staying warm?
Staying warm.
Oh, here it is.
Miss you.
It was a good morning. They were moving like perfect speed, like totally in control.
Aloha! Wow. 26.2. Marathon.
Woohoo!
6 hours, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Oh boy. Smoking.
Why I run and why I train, why I set goals has really evolved over time. When I first started running, it was about earning a scholarship. It was about making friends. Then I went to college and it was, about building a team, being a part of something bigger than me. And then after college, it became really about perfecting an event, getting faster and stronger and really trying to get the most out of my body. It was about making a living.
Have you guys been cold at all?
I've got water. Have a great next section. That was so awesome. Okay, BBG, I'll see you soon. See you on Monday at work.
Okay. Right now, she's crushing. Every time we check the updates, she's a couple minutes ahead of schedule. She knows that it doesn't matter how good you feel right now, it's really kind of the last half, so she's being smart.
And then Owen was born. And it just changed instantly. About 1,500 feet from the top. It became very little about me and so much more about how do I show him what the sport is all about. I wanted to paint this picture that this is a beautiful thing to work for and that you can get so much more out of this journey of being a runner.
Holding the finish line, Kate, her husband and son.
It's a little outside of the comprehension realm, the whole 100-milers and stuff, but more the seeing her work, day to day and the weekend stuff.
It's fun.
He sees that and he knows what you can do if you just work hard. It's important for him to see what a real strong woman looks like.
That was a good stretching though, Magda.
Yeah.
We were under pace.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It feels so good. It's like the best thing ever today. Except, well, the moon is pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Oh! There it is.
I think it's nap time. All right, let's do this.
Magda has what I would call limitless energy.
She's a competitor and a really passionate racer.
She's pushed herself in these ways that most people can't fathom, but this was legitimately scary for her.
Going on 14 miles straight uphill. It's like 40-mile-an-hour winds. We're all bundled up like snowmen. When she came through here, she was sitting in the front seat in that car, kind of warming up, and I was massaging her legs. She's like, "Well, this is the farthest I've gone. I've never gone farther than this." I'm like, "Wow, 70 miles to go." So
I can't imagine life without a challenge. The process that is required to work towards something is really rewarding. You have to be vulnerable. Even in training, not every day do you wake up fired up to tackle the workload. It's that consistency and working through those moments that when you show up to challenge yourself, to go after something that's bigger than you, you walk away a different person. And to me, that's life worth living.
To maintain that 3.5 per mile pace, we'd have to leave in 10 minutes. So that window's closing.
If it starts getting like clear that she can't hold that,
Yeah.
then take care of her.
Okay. You got it.
Doing great, Magda.
Good job, baby.
If you keep it to 3.5 miles per hour,
Yep.
then you break the record by 2 minutes.
Okay, go.
Okay, buddy.
All right, go get it, man. Take care. Please take care.
Stay, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
Take care.
Good luck, Tim.
Magda needed to run faster than she had been that whole day if she was going to break this record. That whole section of like 6 straight hours had been like, what's the time? How do we push it? But eventually by 2/3 or 3/4 through, she kind of just hit a really big wall.
When the reality of her dream imploded, she continued to put one foot in front of the other. It's very vivid. Like it's there. It's what it is. As long as we don't see any more cars in the rocks.
Aw, so good to see you. This is so good.
I just want to say thanks for sharing this really special loop with me. I know it didn't work out like I planned, but it was still pretty darn epic. To go around the lake was pretty special. My favorite part was all the pacers getting to know each other.
You only saw the good cop.
I'm gonna walk over to where I started and touch the rock and make a full loop.
Let's go touch a rock.
What was achieved from running 172 miles around Lake Tahoe? It's like it's in some ways nothing because it's this arbitrary goal. So you walk away and you're like, huh. But in some ways we do meaningless things to find meaning in ourselves and each other.
There's the sun. Soaking it in.
Magda's looking warm! Ah!
I wouldn't miss a good frigid run with you.
There are 2 whales, and they go into a bar.
Are we going to take a picture of this? That is awesome.
On a surface level, it would be easy to write this off and just say Meg failed. She had a goal to run 172 miles around Tahoe faster than anyone and barely missed it. But in reality, that's so far from the case.
This is not a small feat, and the fact she got it done, I'm so proud.
Like for her to push herself and make herself that vulnerable in front of friends and colleagues and strangers is something people don't do very often. So to see someone put themselves out there like that and leave it all on the table, I mean, she had nothing left. Like she was stumbling drunk from exhaustion and sleep deprivation because she just wanted to see how far she could go.
Stacking high between the trees. Trust I know a path to take. The woods are lovely, dark and deep. But I have promises
rain. Easy on us.
Do not fret and do not fear. The only movement with us here is easy wind and swirling snow. And I
Okay, Magda, you want to sign us off?
Okay, we're done here signing off. Please make sure that you like.
Hit the like button below.
Tell all your friends, subscribe, and yeah, follow us.
All right, Desolation Squad, out.
Signing out.
I sleep.